หลังก็ไทยเริ่มเยอะโยชิบอกว่า he have Swiss he was like there's a lot of English word I don't understand so I like have to help him
Okay.
yeah but anyway today what we're gonna do it's not thing very difficult you had your placement test earlier during the day on your math so what I want to
Mm-hmm.
help you is I'm specialized in RLA practically I teach pretty much everyone on RLA so
Okay.
we're gonna do kind of like placement but learning at the same time so since you have proficiency in English okay just like other international kids we're not gonna really do a placement it's more like I'm actually gonna have you go through with me the actual exam just like Yoshi
Okay.
did so we're gonna go first with the reading well it's not really the reading it's more like the you need to revise the content okay
Okay.
so what we have here, if you can just download that first, okay? Please download the PDF. It would be easier.
Where do I do that?
On your lower left, there's gonna be a button like
Okay.
download. Yeah, if you finish downloading that, then you just let me know.
Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this little reading right here because on the exercises, they're gonna actually test you on the reading the details, okay? And then we're gonna go into the revision of whatever the documents they have, correcting
Okay.
grammars and spellings and punctuation and so forth. So we're gonna be testing on reading the details. All right, I'm gonna enable the multi-boards right here. So you're gonna have the green mouse. I have the red one. So if there's any word you don't understand here, you just point that, you know,
Okay.
and then I'll tell you the definition of it.
Do I start reading or?
No, 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 no. We'll
Okay.
read together. Don't worry.
Okay.
Right now is all about getting to learn new vocabulary that you really don't understand or you have no clue. It's
Okay.
okay. At your age, you don't really need to know a lot of vocabulary. But of course, if you want to go to college, you're gonna need to pack more. Few thousand words or more. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah, it might sound like a big task, but it's not because like if you count, let's say, eat, consume, devour,
Mm.
synonyms, yeah, it adds up very quickly. But of course, you need, college level words. So, all right, if anything that you don't understand, just point your mouse to that word and I'll help you out, okay? Just take it
Okay.
easy. This is about the history of social enterprise movement. Pretty dry, but yeah, we'll start from there. Can you
Okay.
move your mouse for me so I know that your cursor is working okay?
Is it working?
I don't see your mouse yet. Just move around. See, you move your mouse on the board. See, you see my red one, right?
Alright, wait. Okay.
There you go. All right. Just get that green dot on any words you don't understand. But if you want to let me know, just point to that and just say like that word. Like for example, like community. You just point that to community and I'll tell you what it is. Okay. You don't need to read
Okay.
it yet. Just kind of scan through it quickly. Any words you understand, just point that for me.
Enterprise.
Enterprises คือธุรกิจริเริ่ม
Okay. Tribute.
uh tribute okay that's mean เงินสนับสนุนลูกเงินบริจาคอือฮึ
อ๋อค่ะ
อือฮึ
อันนี้อะค่ะ impetus เหรอคะ impetus
providing impetus
impetus
okay impetus mean ว่านะครับit's like momentum impetus ก็คือการเคลื่อนผลักดัน
ค่ะ
อือฮึ
and this one
that is burgeoning okay that would be practically it mean venture like to
venture
grow increase เพิ่มพูน
ค่ะ
อือฮึ
and solicit
solicit เหมือนกับว่าเชื้อเชิญ solicit นะครับผม solicit fund ก็คือเชื้อเชิญให้คุณมานะครับลงทุน
ค่ะ
อือฮึ
ventures
ventures venture คือการริเริ่มธุรกิจ
เริ่มธุรกิจใช่ไหม
ใช่
How do I move the page up?
Yep, here. Just let me
Okay,
know.
thank you.
Yep. Just yeah, that's how you do. Just let me know. You don't have the presenter yet.
Incorporated.
Incorporated การเอามาสร้างบริษัทลูก jointly incorporated ก็คือสร้างบริษัทนั้นอะ
Enrichment.
enrichment คือทำให้มันแบบว่าอุดมสมบูรณ์นะคะ
อ๋อค่ะ Convene.
มันรวมตัวกันลูก convene
An incubator.
Actually that pronounced incubator
Incubator.
yeah incubator คือตัวช่วยฟักลูก like if you say business incubator that's mean an organization บริษัทที่ช่วยบ่มเพาะบริษัท
อ๋อโอเค
yeah they do that for startup now like we don't really call that business incubator anymore they call it accelerator
Accelerator.
yeah it's business incubator same thing it just sound more yeah catchy so they call it accelerator P. Kirk's been in a few of those
Okay.
yeah it's the same thing nothing special
Okay. หนู skim เสร็จแล้วค่ะ
very cool yeah don't worry don't get all drained yet we got a little more well, the thing is, you're not on the basic, you have had experience. Your dad told me that you actually taught yourself some GED, and then, you
Yeah.
study, international school before. So we need to challenge you a little bit. So it's a
Okay.
lot better because from my own experience, like when I taught a lot of students who came from the international background, like you or Min, or like, a few, like, yeah, quite a few actually this semester. It's a lot better to get you started on the exam on RLA, so you know exactly what you need to prepare.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that daunting. Just try it out. You'll be okay. All right, let's have a look here on Microtron all the way down to manufacturing.
refurbished right
refurbished very good refurbished mean เอาของเก่ามาทำให้มันเป็นใหม่ของใหม่ลูกซ่อมแซมปรับให้ใหม่เนาะ
ค่ะอันนี้มีความหมายไหมคะ
well it's a name of the foundation name ขององค์กรน่ะลูก training renewal foundation and then if you're not sure about what kind of company it is on reading you just need to read a little further because it said it was incorporated as a non-profit charity to serve disadvantaged youth and other displaced workers this means practically they say that they เป็นสังคมสงเคราะห์ helping นะครับวัยรุ่นที่มีปัญหา that's why they say disadvantage and then displaced worker doesn't mean ตกงาน it's kind of like a polite way of calling you unemployed you just say displaced because you don't have a place yeah yeah dude you alright look like it, you don't really look like you're scanning you look like you're like I'm trying to read and understand this huh
yeah I'm here
oh don't worry about the choices I'll help you out so
okay
right now we just need to make sure you know all the vocabulary for the reading passage right here okay so the way you want to do this is you need to capture the keywords from the title first social enterprise movement so we know this is something that you want to do for helping out society and then there's a lot of keywords right here social innovation social enterprise you want to look for repeating words that can help you understand that what are you trying to read and get the concept you got foundation you have all right projects you have youth okay we have center okay we got organization name York Board of Education organization well practically what this passage is trying to tell you is they're trying to list various kind of foundation organization for helping society okay so it's kind of like preparing when you have to read a lot of information so you scan through them so you won't be like overwhelmed alright let's follow P. Kirk real quick okay and then we'll go through the choices here so what is the history of the social enterprise movement The Center for Social Innovation, a renovated warehouse in the Spadina Avenue area of Toronto, houses 85 social enterprises, including organizations concerned with the environment, the arts, social justice, education, health, technology, and design. Tribute has been paid to the social enterprise movement in Quebec and Vancouver for providing the impetus for this very successful venture. Toronto, Ontario also has provided leadership in the areas of community education and community economic development, essential components in the creation of social enterprises. In 1974, the Toronto Board of Education assisted in the establishment of the LearnXX Foundation, incorporated as part of the Learning Exchange System. The foundation represented an additional source of support for the burgeoning alternative in education movement. In 1973, the Ontario government has imposed ceilings on the education spending, and together with the reduced revenue due to the declined enrollment, the Toronto board had limited means to fund innovative and experimental programs. The LearnXX Foundation was independent, arm's-length, nonprofit charitable enterprise which could solicit funds from public and private sources and generate revenues through the sales of goods and services to support innovative programs within the Toronto system. What follows during the 1970s was a series of LearnXX sponsored demonstration projects as a source of research and development in such areas as schools and community programs, school leavers, youth ventures, and paper recycling enterprises employing at-risk youth. Art Junction discarded material from business and industry were recycled for use as craft materials for visual art classes. Toronto Urban Study Centers, a facility to encourage the use of city as learning environment, and LearnXX Press, a publishing house for the production and sales of innovative learning materials. The York Board of Education and the school and community organization jointly incorporated the Learning Enrichment Foundation, LEAF, model on LearnXX. Originally devoted to multicultural arts enrichment, LEAF during the 1980s joined with Parental Group and the school board to establish 13 school-based child care centers for infants, preschool, and school-age children. In 1984, LEAF was asked by Employment and Immigration Canada to convene a local community adjustment in response to York's high rate of unemployment and plant closures. Outcomes of the work of the committee included York Business Opportunity Centers in 1985, with the support from the Ontario Ministry of Industry, Trade and Technology. LEAF opened the first small business incubator operated by a nonprofit charitable organization. Microtron Center. This training facility was devoted to microcomputer skills, word and numerical processing, computer-assisted design, graphic and styling, electronic assembly and repair. Microtron Bus. This refurbished school bus incorporated 8 workstations from the Microtron Center. It visited small business industry service organizations on scheduled basis to provide training in word and numerical processing in their employees and clients. In 1996, the Training Renewable Foundation was incorporated as a nonprofit charity to serve disadvantaged youth and other displaced workers seeking skill, qualification, employment opportunities. Over the years, TRF has partnered with governments, employers, and community organizations to provide a variety of services, including job creation programs for immigration and refugees, GED high school equivalency, cafe equipment technician, coffee vending service workers, industrial warehousing, lift truck operators, fully expelled student youth, parenting, construction craft workers, and garment manufacturing. โอเคนะลูกในห้องหนูอ่านในใจขนาดนี้ก็ทันเนาะนะครับ Of course, like on the actual exam, you're gonna have like the screen. I think you have taken the exam a few times, so you know how it goes, right? So yeah. So the key objective is you have to read effectively. What do I mean by reading it effectively? Is kind of like grab the keyword, get the concept, gets the words. You read at that particular speed because you got to make the time. All right.
Okay.
So now let's move on to the questions here. Let's look at number 1 to number 5. If there's any word you don't understand, you just point your mouse to that and then I'll help you out and then we'll go through the questions. Go right ahead. You okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. So each of the question will ask you specific details. On the GED, they're not going to get too overly complicated. You'll see the pattern of asking main idea, specific information, and then you have to be able to locate certain factual statistic or word put in the box. And then lastly, it's all about doing the conclusion. So it's pretty standard. All right.
Okay.
So number one, the Center for Social Innovation. What is it? Okay. You got a new restaurant, which is not the right answer.
Mhm.
Okay, so we can cross that out. And then we got Center Housing Social Enterprises. We got C, the head office of a charity, and D, small enterprise to employ school leavers. So the way that you want to do this, of course, is well, you just need to go and have a look. So Center of Social Innovation. We'll go back right here. So it's telling you right here. It's a renovated warehouse, okay? And then house is social enterprises, including organizations. So practically the answer is right over here on these 4 lines. So you just need to go through those 4 lines and then answer the question for me. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do that and then answer, and just you can just tell me by saying. I'll just flip back. You can use the PDF here on the questions. It said like there's like 85 houses, so what is it? They like host 85, housing 85 different. So do you think is a center of housing social enterprise, is it the head office, or is it a small enterprise to employ school leavers?
B, a center housing
Yep,
social enterprise.
that is correct. That's how you relate it back. It just kind of like rephrase it just a tiny bit, okay? But practically, yes, it says right
Okay.
there it houses about 85 social enterprises. So if you can go back to the Learn XS Foundation, it support what kind of people? All right, there's A, homeless people, B, scholarship for computer studies students, C, innovative program, and D, art programmings. I can tell you that you probably can cancel A because it actually tells you more in the detail. Can you get to that PDF and tell me, Kirk, what would it be, B, C, or D?
Okay.
Sure. All right.
C.
You want to answer C? Very good. All right, excellent. So yes, it's C because it tells you on the passage that support innovative programs. Okay. So yes, C is the answer. Yeah. Yeah, right here. You need to kind of summarize the idea that is innovative programs. Very good, very good. All right, cool. Next one, you need to tell me in few words. Okay, usually there's a box. You need to actually compile that into a complete sentence. So it starts with art junction specialize in. Okay, you need to complete the sentence on what art junctions does.
Okay.
So we can come right here, and it's actually start from here and then and right there. So your job is, all right, how I'm gonna summarize the art junction. Okay, that would be where you want to get the answer. Okay, can you
Okay.
please type the correct answer on the chat box for me in a complete sentence that art junction specialize in what? Okay, do that for me, please.
Okay.